Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Alan Simberg, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about getting back to recovery. I'm going to talk about the reason I'm making this video, what makes it difficult to get back to recovery, and strategies you can use to get back into recovery. If you find the information in this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you would like, comment, or subscribe to my videos on my YouTube channel. So the reason I'm making this video is because it isn't unusual when someone has been in recovery for the recovery journey not to be consistent, for the person not to stay in recovery without maybe sometimes having a relapse or a lapse, or maybe even thinking, you know what, recovery's not for me. So the reason I'm making this video is I want to help anyone who's thinking about not returning to recovery, return to recovery. So what makes it difficult to return to recovery? Well, a lot of it has to do with what you tell yourself. So, for example, you might say something like, or think something like, oh boy, I don't know, I'm not really feeling the way I thought I would in recovery. I know that, for example, when I take a drink or I use a drug or I gamble or I watch pornography, oh, I feel so much better than I'm feeling now. I miss that feeling. But one thing to remember, and this is one of the strategies that you can use to help you get back in recovery. One of the things you can tell yourself is, regardless of how I'm feeling and regardless of how I'm thinking, do I really want to give up on the progress I've made? Meaning, how long it has been that I've been able to abstain from participating in my addiction. Hopefully, your answer will be no, I don't want to give that up. I want to build on it. It's so important to give yourself credit for what you do accomplish. And it's especially important when you're having a challenge, which is actually the second major contributing factor to not continuing in recovery. You may not yet be at a point in your recovery when you're thinking about quitting that you have the strategies to manage any challenge that you might be facing. But the strategy would be to reach out to your support system at that point. And if you don't have a support system at that point, to get one going as quickly as possible. It could be 12-step meetings, meetings at Smart Recovery, reaching out to a friend or relative. It's reaching out to someone or a group that can help you to seriously consider not giving up on your recovery. When you might be struggling in your recovery, it's easy to give up. It's easy to identify reasons to give up. But if you use cognitive strategies, which is the third strategy that I'll be talking about in this video, You think about reasons that you want to give up, and then you think about reasons not to give up. You use the strategies or find the strategy that will help you not give up on your recovery. You begin implementing that strategy as soon as possible and do your very best to focus on that and do your very best to minimize any attention you might be putting on the idea of actually considering not returning to your recovery. It's so important not to give up. Please, I know I've said this in the last part of this video, and I'm going to say it again. Give yourself credit for what you have accomplished and realize because you have accomplished what you have, you can continue to accomplish more and more and make more and more progress towards having a successful recovery, meaning the most consistent recovery possible. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about two levels of forgiveness.